Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I will be doing another Slim's Beginner YouTuber series. You guys have been enjoying this series so far, and I'm super excited that this has been informative and helpful for all my new upcoming YouTubers, influencers, and entrepreneurs. So in today's video, I will be showing you guys how to create an enticing thumbnail picture using Canva. So if you are interested in this video, please keep on watching.
It's Slim Reshae, natural beauty. It's Slim Reshae, all about natural beauty. Yeah, Slim Reshae.
Okay, so before we jump straight into it, I just want to hype up Canva because it deserves to be hyped. So I've been a Photoshop girl for the longest. I love Photoshop. I learned how to use it in high school, and that's how I started using I was using Photoshop to do my thumbnails when I started my channel. Now I will say I did do a Keynote tutorial a few years ago on how I use Keynote, which is kind of like PowerPoint for Mac products, on my channel. If you're interested, I'll link it up here so you can check it out. But you can use that video. I'm pretty sure the techniques are still the same, and you can create a thumbnail that way. But Canva has literally been a game changer. Not only is it cheaper than Photoshop, which I'm not bashing Photoshop at all. Photoshop is bomb.com A1. Maybe eventually I'll do a tutorial on that, but right now I want to keep it beginner friendly, and we're using Canva.com. And I know a few people who use this software, and it's just amazing. So Canva is great for making thumbnails, graphics, channel banners, anything you need. Like, you can make it on here. Instagram story templates, you can do it all on Canva. And I will say I do have the pro version, which I believe is $12.95 a month. It's not super expensive, but you can still get by using Canva without using the pro version. But there's a lot of different things that you have access to using the pro version that might make you want to use the pro version. And so one of those things, I'll talk about it in the tutorial. So let's just go ahead and get started. I'm going to scoot to the side. I don't know if it's going to fit on the screen right here, but if not, I'll put me in a little bubble at the bottom. But so this is canva.com. When you log in, it has different templates that you can click on and use. As you can see down here, I just have different designs. When you upgrade your, I'm not sure if this is available for just regular, I don't want to give away my fonts. Wait a minute. So on this page, on this left side here, you can click on all your design. Whoa, that's giving it too much information. Okay, so without sharing all the juice I got on my Canva, on the left side over here, you can see where it has recommended for you, which it has the different templates that they recommend. You have all your designs, which any design you create on Canva will be saved on here unless you delete it. Shared with you, that's anyone else who's using Canva. Maybe you have a group project, or you're doing a collab with someone on YouTube and you guys both want to have design input. You can go to the shared with you portion, which I do believe that is part of the pro subscription. The brand kit is just where you can upload your own logos, your own fonts, your brand colors, all of that. You can upload it and it'll be saved under your brand kit. You can also plan out content and schedule it to post through Canva. So that's a part of the pro subscription. So if you're interested in scheduling out your content so you don't have to manually do it every time you want to post, there's that option. You can create teams, and then you have your trash. So that's just a brief rundown of what Canva has to offer. So I'm going to go to create a design, and you could do custom dimensions, or you could simply type in your search YouTube thumbnail, and boom. So all of these are pretty much the same size, but if you click on, say if we click on tutorial YouTube thumbnail, it's going to give me tutorial style designs over here in the left panel under templates. So it'll give me different design ideas that I can click on and kind of remove certain things and add my own photos and stuff to it. So those are different options for you. Now for me, I'm not going to use any of that. I'm just going to show you guys how to do it yourself. So if you click on the page itself, you can click up here on this color icon and you can select what color you want the backdrop to be. You can select any color and it'll change it. And you can also lock this layer so you don't mess around with that layer until you unlock it. You won't be able to make any changes. If you want to get rid of that, you can hit delete and it'll make it transparent again. And so what I'm gonna do right now, we're making a thumbnail for a video that I have coming up where I tried out some new products on my hair. And so I'm gonna go to upload. So you can upload media. So if you click upload media, you have a few options. You can upload from Facebook, you can upload from Google Drive, Instagram, and Dropbox. So it's very helpful for me when I'm using photos that I might have gotten from a photographer that they sent via Dropbox. It's ease of access to kind of just upload it straight from Dropbox. You can also upload it from the device, which is basically it'll bring up your File Explorer or your browser or Finder in Mac, and you can pick your photos off of your SD card or whatever. And so I've already uploaded the photos from that video, which are these right here. And for thumbnails, right now what's trending is having enticing thumbnails, things that people are going to want to click on. And people have been doing enticing thumbnails and titles from the beginning of time, but it is kind of, you can kind of see a trend of, or the trends that are popular right now with enticing thumbnails. So that'll be like a shocked face, an attention grabbing title. Emojis are really big right now. And so that's kind of what I've been doing. And I've seen a growth in my views by tailoring my thumbnails this way. So this is definitely a great option. So I have a few different photos. So this one right here off rip looks like enticing, like, girl, are those products good or not? This one right here is like, child, them products is good. I don't know, I just like to click the ones that I think might be good photos. And then, let's see, maybe that one or this one. Okay, so this one is showing my nails not done, so I'm gonna delete that one. I like this one, that's gonna be like my after picture, so I'm gonna move that to the side. This one, I like that. This one looks like, ooh, it might be good. I'm gonna delete that one just for right now. This one, my nails, no. And then this one looks good too. But I kind of like, I've done that face before, so I think this picture is pretty good. So you can resize the photo on the outsides, keeping the dimensions like this by dragging on the corners. Now here in the middle, this will change the frame size. So if I drag it down, it's trimming the frame, right? If you double click on it, then you can see how you can adjust the size of the photo in the frame. So hopefully that makes sense. So you know how you have a picture frame, you have a picture frame and a picture. Those are the two different like sizing things. So if you double click on it, you're adjusting the size of the actual picture. Or if you just click on it regular, you are adjusting the size of the frame. And so I like to resize it where it fits the top and bottom of the screen. And for this one, I honestly can take out a little bit of the white space at the top to fill this up. I might even, so I'm just gonna fill it up like this and move this a little bit over to the left because that's going to be my before picture. I can make it a little bit bigger. And then this is going to be my after picture. And so I'm going to drag this to where it hits the bottom frame. And I'm going to move this over to about right here. So as you can see, these are overlapping. If you don't have the Pro version, you can just drag the frame, or let's see, like this, and what you'll have to do is actually just make them side by side, kind of like this for your picture. And that could be your thumbnail, and then you can add text and everything like that. But because we have the pro version, one thing that I really like about this software, this program, is that you can easily erase the background with, if you go to effects, you have background remover. So if I click background remover, it's gonna automatically within seconds remove the background of the photo. And a nice upgrade they've done to the service is that you can restore or erase, like you can fix what the automatic generator might have missed. So right now you can see like it cut me out pretty much perfectly, and so I don't need to restore or erase. But if I did need to, you would just hit restore. You can hit show original image so you can see what you may have been missing, and then you can click on it to restore it and or erase it, and then hit done, and it'll save your changes. I'm gonna do the same thing with our after picture, and so I'm gonna go to effects, I'm gonna hit background remover, let the background remover do its thing, because it be doing the thing, okay? Okay, so boom, that looks really good. And so now we have our two pictures side by side. Now, something for me, I've noticed you can do, so you can go to backgrounds and you can choose any background that you like. If you want to put it on yellow, if you want to put it on whatever this is, if you want to put me on some wood, like you can put any background you want. And so here you see where it says free. Those are available in the free version. I like using the original background of these two pictures. So what I like to do is I'll go back, in which I usually do this before I erase the background. So let's just undo. So before I erase the backgrounds, what I usually will do is highlight both of the images and hit this button right here, which is duplicate. So it's gonna duplicate the photos. And so now I have these two on top and those two on bottom. And so the ones on top, you can go ahead and move forward and do the background eraser. And this is again for the people who have the pro version. Again, like I said, I showed you guys how to put them side by side if you do not have the pro version, and it'll still look just as good. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna hold down shift to select both of them, and I'm gonna group them. So that's gonna make them one element together. And so sometimes there is a glitch where the background eraser effect that you did won't save, and a lot of times I've noticed that will happen if my internet connection is poor or whatever, but it's no problem. Just go back and do the background eraser again. I'm just gonna move it down just a little bit so I can see these two photos right here. And so what I like to do is go ahead and click on these, and you can adjust them. And so what I like to do is turn the blur up on it about 20. And we're going to do the same thing over here. Put the blur on about 20. And since this one is a little bit darker than the left side, I'm going to put 20 on the brightness as well. So as you can see, both of these images are blurred. They don't really match up because this one has more of my plant in it. So what we could do is bring this one forward. So you would go to position and put forward, and then it'll come in front of this photo right here. And so we could do it like that, and that meshes just a little bit better. It probably would look phenomenal if I flipped this photo, and if I flip it horizontally, then you have like those backgrounds kind of meshing together. Let's see if I want to keep it that way, because I would have to then flip this one so they will match. That's not bad. So now what I have to do, because as you can see these are further apart now that I flipped them, I need to ungroup them and then match it back up. So this one's matched up right, and now I need to match this one up, and it has guides on here that help you match it up. And so boom, so both of those are matched up now. And so there's still like this line of demarcation in the middle, so sometimes I'll go back and just try to see how I can tweak it where the line isn't so prominent. And so I'm gonna move these out the way one more time, and let's see if we move this one forward, does it look better? And it does. And I know you're like, well, girl, it's a big old line right here, but see if we move these back up, then it looks a little bit more cohesive than before. And so this is a great start. The next thing I want to do is duplicate this yet again. So now we have another one. And so I'm gonna move these down here so I can work with these two. And something that I noticed is very popular is having like a halo glow around the cutouts. And so how I do this is if you go to, you have to ungroup them to do these one by one. So we'll start with this one. And so if you go to effects, there's this duotone filter or effect. And so I'll go to see all, and then I'll go to classic. And it's going to change the color to look like this. And I click on it again to adjust the shadows, and I make them white. So now we have a full white cutout basically. And what you can do from here is go to adjust again and blur it about 20 I usually do. And now you have this blurred effect. And now I know it doesn't look like much right now, but when we do this and put it behind, you guys are gonna see how it kind of gives you that halo effect. Child, the internet is trying to play. They don't want y'all to get this good old tutorial. I do recommend like not having a lot of stuff running while you are on Canva, just because sometimes it be cutting up because it know you be like doing a lot. So as you can see up here, it says web pages using significant energy. So it may be lagging a little bit. But anyway, so now I'm going to group these back together so we can keep our positioning. And now I'm going to drag this up. And as you can see, we have our halo effect around the images. Now, what I don't like, because our halo effect is white, the background needs to be darker. It doesn't need to be this bright white. So we're going to move that and our halo effect down, and we're going to come back and work on this. So we're going to adjust, and this is honestly just playing around with it. So for me, like, let's darken this up. Let's go -60. And so what you can do, if you want to, you can make the white a little bit bigger. You can size it up, but then you just have to reposition it to get it to kind of glow around you, right? So boom, that looks great. So now that we have the basics done, you can add text. Oh, what I wanted to do, I did want to blur out the face on this photo because I want it to be like a surprise. So let's, like, not that much because you can't really tell what it is, but let's say we do 24. That's okay. So we're gonna leave it like that, and let's add our text. So you can add a title and saying trying new products, and then you can duplicate the text if you like that font or whatever, and then we're gonna put wash and go. And so I'm gonna change the font to a different one. So let's see. So on the fonts, you can see where these little crowns are. That basically means that it's a part of the premium subscription. So you would have to have the premium subscription to use those fonts. But I think it's, like I said, again, I think it's totally worth it because they just, it looks so much better. And so now I'm gonna resize these So let's see, we'll make wash and go kind of big, so we can put it like right here. And I want that to be behind, or no, I want it to be in front of trying new products. And so under the title, I know this is a lot of information, but y'all stick with me. So under the title, you can change like the color of it, all those things, the centering, the alignment, bullet points, and you can also change the letter height. So this is like how much space you want between, if you have like 2 rows of text, how much space you want between it. So double space, single space, that kind of thing. And then you also can do letters, so you can like space your letters out, or you can like space them tight. And so those are 2 dope options to have as far as editing your text. There's another thing you can do on your text, which is effects. And so you could do lift, which kind of gives you a lift off of the back, or one that I've really been liking is neon, and I would just like change the color, and under the effect I turn the intensity up, and it also gives you like a similar effect. So we're gonna also do that on our trying new products. We're gonna change the color to black. And one thing I like is over here, it takes up your photo colors. So whatever photos you have on screen, if you want to use colors from that, it automatically populates it there. And I know this is probably, you know, going fast, but you guys will be able to pause this video and, you know, go back, walk through with it, pause, all that stuff. So make sure y'all do that. And so then under position, you can also align to the page, so we can center it on the page, and that's how you make sure like what you got going on is fully aligned. What I'm gonna do is group the titles, the 2 different titles, group them, and so now with them grouped, I can resize them as I please. And so let's say we'll put them here. You can position the group to the center. If I wanted to ungroup them, so I could like send wash and go to the back, I could do that and have trying new products on top. And so from here, like I said, I like to add emojis. So I'll go to my emojis folder, which I literally just go to emojipedia.org or something like that. I literally Google shocked face emoji, and then I think it's like emojipedia.org. Okay, so I'll go here and I'll just like Google heart eye emoji, and so you'll see emojipedia.org right here, and it'll pull up the heart eyes, and you can also search all the emojis that you might be looking for. And I always use the Apple one, and I just right click on it and click copy image, and then if you hit Command V, that'll paste the image. And so now it is here on your page. Now, if you download it as a PNG, it'll automatically not have this white background. But if you upload it into Canva and it has this white background, you can do the effect in the background eraser. So I'm just going to delete that because I already have emojis here. And so I think I want to do like a shocked face. So maybe we can do like this one. And I like to do them in the corners just because in this bottom corner, when you do your, when it's posted on YouTube, the timestamp of how long the video is in this corner. So I try to avoid putting text or anything down in that corner that's important. So we'll move this to the back, forward, and I like to move it in front of the halo glow. So like sis looks nice and shocked, and put a big question mark. And what we can do is just zoom it in like this, and then we'll put it on top of my face. So the option would be either to blur my face or blur the products that I use. So I believe, what did I use? I use Mizani gel oil, curl oil gel. And so I'm just gonna go to images on Google and see if we can find like a PNG, or even not a PNG. This would work. So I'm gonna copy image. So I'm just removing the background on these two products. And as I start creating this, I kind of see what looks good. So here, since I'm doing a wash and go using new products, I feel like it may be more beneficial for me to post good hair pictures and blur the products, because then people will be intrigued, like, oh my god, what products did she use, because her hair looks beautiful. So I'm gonna go back to this image of me that I blurred and just remove the blur and put it back at 0 so you can see what my hair looks like. Okay, so now we can probably adjust our emoji in the corner. It's just a whole lot of adjusting to your liking. And so I'm literally just moving stuff around until I get it where I like it, because we want people to guess these products. So we'll do our question mark again. So one thing I like to do when I don't like where it's going, I'll duplicate the page. And so then if I mess around with this and what I get, I don't like it worse, then I can still go back to where I left off. So let's see, wash and go, new products. Maybe I need to move these around. Okay, so far I like what I have right here. Sometimes it takes longer than others. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it's quick. It's just honestly figuring out what you like and going from there. So I'm not sure if this is the actual thumbnail I'll use, but this is a great example of what it would look like. I would probably use one of these two. I don't know. I'll work on it tomorrow because this video is long enough. But you get the gist of how you can use Canva to do thumbnails, and you just hit download when you want to download them. If you have multiple pages like I do right here, you'll just click select pages and you'll choose, like, if you want to go with page number 2, and then you'll just hit download and it'll download as a PNG. If you needed to do transparent background for whatever reason, you could do transparent background, compressed file. If the file is too large, you can change it to PNG, all that good stuff. Canva has it. So this is not sponsored by Canva, but Canva, if you would like to sponsor me, or at least give your girl a free lifetime subscription, I would love it. But anyway, this is all I have for you guys. I know this was a long video, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. Feel free to pause, play, whatever you need to do so you could teach yourself and learn how to do this. Canva is a great tool to use for making thumbnails and graphics for your brand in general. So make sure you check it out. If you watched this far and you're not subscribed, what are you doing, bro? What are you doing, sis? Like, go ahead and subscribe. Join the gym squad. That basically means you're joining a community of people committed to loving themselves authentically and living a positive life. So go ahead and subscribe. While you're down there, make sure you give this video a huge thumbs up and turn on your post notifications so you don't miss any new uploads for Slim's YouTuber beginner series. So make sure y'all stay tuned. I love y'all so very much. This series is moving along and I'm super excited and so glad that it's been helping so many of you guys in your influencer and entrepreneurial journey. So that's all I got. I love y'all so very much, and never forget, at the end of the day, without regrets, love yourself and be you, Tipful. Bye guys.